The number one problem with Boise, Idaho, from what people tell me, is they say, Greg, we love Boise. We love visiting Boise. We love looking at houses in Boise. But for us, it's just a little too liberal. And that's the honest truth. That's why a lot of people say, I'd rather be out in Meridian. I'd rather be out in Star. Boise, for some, feels a little bit too liberal. And I say that because when you look at all of Idaho, Idaho is a very red conservative state, except for Boise, Idaho. We have a mayor who leans to the left, and we have a governor who's And so we have this kind of, purplish area in Boise. And for a lot of people who are moving to Boise, that's a red flag because they've come from that area and they're like, I don't want to be in that area again. I want to be in a Second Amendment sanctuary city like Kuna, like Star, like Middleton. I want to be out there where I have my rights and they're not going to be infringed upon. And the school district, the curriculum that's being taught, I don't have to worry about CRT being indoctrinated into the classrooms. So when you think of a little bit more liberal than maybe red or conservative, you got to be careful with that, because if you're comparing it to a city like LA or San Francisco, and then you look at Boise, Idaho, it's night and day. Boise, Idaho is a very clean area. They have great programs. There's a lot of pride in the community to keep it clean, to keep it safe, to keep it fun, entertaining, and family oriented. I live in Boise. I love it. My family lives in Boise. We lean more towards the right than the left. When we talk about being in a liberal city like Boise, I personally don't feel that at all. I like where I live. I love the neighbors that we have. Everyone's friendly. It's diverse, which I enjoy. But when you talk about, the number one problem, it's so liberal, it really isn't. And what's an interesting fact is you have some keyboard warriors who will go online, people who are moving up from California, people who are moving in from Oregon and Washington. The locals think that everyone is trying to ruin the state of Idaho and make it more liberal or progressive, when in reality, if you look at what happened with the elections. This video is sponsored by Ron Hatch with Madison Pool. Ron is my personal financial advisor, and he is accepting new clients at this time. All of his contact information will be down below. When you give him a call or you reach out to him, tell him Go Idaho sent you. All the Californians, the votes for Republicans actually went up versus where they were prior to the explosion of influx of people moving to the state of Idaho. So take it for what it's worth. People who are coming here, they like it here. They want to be here. The reason why I think a lot of people choose Meridian, Star, not just because it's more conservative, but the housing, it's newer. And a lot of people who are coming from the larger markets, they've had old houses. They do not want to remodel another house. They're tired of updating, so they get out to Meridian where they can get a new house, park, neighborhood park. They can have sidewalks, community pool, all of that stuff. And that's a huge draw for people moving into those neighborhoods. Boise is a fantastic place. We help a lot of people move into Boise. I love living in Boise. There's so much cool stuff. They have an awesome mountain bike park in Boise. They have great restaurants. It's clean, it's safe. You feel like you're part of something special. The Saturday market, everything that happens down in Boise is fantastic. It's so well done. That, I think, is a huge draw for people to move to Boise, Idaho. The north end, the historic district, Hyde Park, it's stunning. The access to the foothills right from downtown is incredible. So whether you end up in Boise, Meridian, Eagle, the fact that you're in Idaho is going to feel completely different from where you're coming from. And that is what is the big draw. That is why there is such a huge push for people to move to Boise, Idaho, move to Meridian, Star, Eagle, you name it. Coming this way is going to be a good thing. And you can ask anyone on the street down in Boise why they moved to Idaho, and it'll be for the exact same reasons I just outlined in this video. So the reason why people love living in Boise is for a couple things I mentioned, but if you're a foodie, you will have a diverse selection of food in downtown Boise. If you want Indian, if you want Thai, if you want just a really cool pub burger, you can get that down in downtown Boise. There's just so many options for you to choose different variety of food, and that's huge too. If you want things to do, say, the city of Eagle closes at 9 p.m., but you're still going, downtown, karaoke bars, if you want to just go and to a brewery, if you like that, the craft beer scene, you will love downtown Boise, Idaho. If you want just things to do, if you're here on a weekend and you're like, man, what is there to Boise will have something. The first Thursday of every month, they open up the businesses and you walk around the downtown area, kind of go into some shops. It is so much fun and it is great entertainment. The big facility downtown called Jump usually has it decorated. There's a giant slide you can go down. There is so much fun to do on the weekends in downtown Boise, and during the week that is constantly happening. And not to mention, the Greenbelt is right downtown. So if you're staying at one of the hotels and you just want to check out the Greenbelt, you can just walk on over and take a path along the river, maybe stop, say hi to the giraffes who are peeking over the fence, the Boise Zoo that's right downtown, and just have a good time while you're here visiting in Boise, Idaho. Not to mention, we do have the Steelheads hockey team right in downtown. Their arena's right down there, so if you're in town, you can catch a game. It's just a lot of fun in the Boise area, and people who live in the downtown area absolutely love it, and they wouldn't trade it for anything. If you're interested in checking out some homes here in the Boise, Idaho area, what I want you to do is go to my website, www.goingidaho.com, and start looking at all the different houses in the Boise area, in the foothills in Boise, and see if there's a home that kind of speaks to you. Then reach out to us. We'd love to connect with you, learn more about your situation, and how we might be able to help and put a game plan together that's right for you. If you like this video, I'll put some more videos about the Boise area right here. You can check those out, and if you're on social media, we are too. Just connect with us on whatever platform you're on. Give us a follow, we'll follow you back, or reach out to us and we'll reach back out to you and schedule time to learn more about you. Until next time, go Idaho.